This is a journal of Altoona. I drove to Altoona. I took a vacation to Altoona, Pennsylvania. I always said Altoona, Pennsylvania was the one moderately big town in PA that's the farthest from everything. And it is. Altoona is remote enough that even stand-up comics, when they want to reference a town that's in the middle of nowhere, they'll say live from Altoona, Pennsylvania, or when you hear people talk about playing a small club somewhere, they'll reference Altoona, Pennsylvania. And I've never been there, and I live in Pennsylvania. So let's take a one-night vacation and drive to Altoona. And this is the journal about that. And I'm also going to have a video of video footage of stuff that also went on over these 2 days. And I'll put that link in the description, and so you can watch that as well. So here we go. March 19th, 2017, Hampton Inn, Altoona, Pennsylvania. I drove here without using any interstates post-Carlisle, meaning I drove on Interstate 81 until we got to Carlisle, but Carlisle is the town in Pennsylvania where Interstate 81 and 76, which is the Pennsylvania Turnpike, meet. But I didn't get on the PA Turnpike at Carlisle. I stayed on Pennsylvania state routes to get to Carlisle. And it took 5 hours. It took 5 hours to get from my house to Carlisle. 5 hours is the time it takes to get from my house to Tim Strickler's house in Millvale, which is a suburb of Pittsburgh. And here, I really only made it halfway. It's overcast skies here in Altoona. So what's there to do here? I am new in town with no plans. Fortunately, I met two fans of regular car reviews, Corey and Mike. And they contacted me on Twitter. So they're going to be my guides for this evening. I told them I'd wait in the lobby for them. While I was driving on those state roads here to Altoona, I saw many boarded up houses on mud lots with clean, newish looking cars in the dirt driveway and equally clean and new DirecTV dishes bolted to porch roofs. I stopped in a wood-paneled gas station that sold live bait from a mini-fridge by the door. I'll never forget the pizza I ate there. This is a line from Hatchet, but the line is, "Hunger makes the best sauce." And, man, the pizza was amazing. It might have been made that morning, but by the time I got to it... Sorry, my TENS machine is beeping. Hold on. Am I editing this? Am not. Turn it back on and said send electricity through my back. There we go. Sorry about that. The pizza might have been made that morning, but to me, there at sometime around 3 p.m., it tasted like happy concession stand marching band memories. Inside this little gas station mini-mart, prices were listed by plastic letters that were pushed into green felt blackboards. Pizza by the slice, $1.75. DVD rentals, $3.75 for one, or $6 for two. One night rental only. There's no red box whatsoever in this little village. 7:35 p.m. the same day, or rather that night. I'm in a Paranti Brothers chain restaurant in the Altoona area. Good times. Pennsylvania conversations about drunken tales and sexy exploits. It was nice talking to people who are from my home state and knowing that all the little things that we do translate from the east side of the state equally to the west side of the state. This is a meat sandwich. I must win. I got a salami Permanente sandwich. Oh, God. I'm good and drunk here. I wish Len was here. And I'm writing frantically now. Goldschlager, trash class. This is such a good term. I think Mike said this. We brought up the ubiquitous alcoholic schnapps that is Goldschlager. Goldschlager, if you hadn't had this delightful cordial, I guess you want to call what this is it tastes like Fireball, but like a Fireball hard candy. It's spicy, and it's very syrupy. It's a clear liqueur with little real gold flakes floating in it. And you drink the gold flakes. And the myth of Goldschlager is that it gets you drunk very fast because the little gold flakes cut your throat and the alcohol just absorbs into your blood that way. It is. And I've stuck my finger in shot glasses with Goldschlager in it and picked out the gold flake. It's so paper thin, it's almost a goo. You don't even roll it up. You can have one on your finger and rub it between your two fingers. You don't even feel it. It's that wafer thin. But Mike called Goldschlager trash class. And I never heard that term before. And that's such a good term. Trash class. Goldschlager came up and Mike just said trash class. Yes, trash class explains perfectly what Goldschlager is. Trash class. Just like those solar-powered LED light sticks you shove in your front lawn. Some are shaped like lanterns. Some have fake stained glass. They all have bulbs on the end. Some have plastic hummingbirds that light up on the end, but they're all sticks, and they're all for shoving in your lawn, and they're all trash class. Oh, I just did a search now on my phone. Hashtag trash class goes all the way back to 2010. So it's not a new term, but I'm going to still use it. 11:32 p.m., same night, Hampton Inn. I'm in my hotel room. Hotels make me feel productive. I feel like I'm going somewhere, even though all I'm doing is riding in my bed. But I feel content, away from home. I hear a dumpster bang outside. I hear a diesel motor churn. Good times. The big fork, I can hear the big fork picking up the dumpster and emptying it into the truck. Bang, bang, bang. Jobs. "2:25 a.m. Technically, this is Monday, March 20th now. And I woke up. I woke up and started writing. I woke up sweating and shaking. I just had a nightmare. I dreamed I was going insane. And the only cure was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, it's funny now, but this was a terrifying dream. In this dream, I had a heads-up display. I don't know if I was wearing any headgear or not, but I had a heads-up display going on. And I was going insane. And words popped up, like Windows Update, and it said, "Insanity detected. Administering Rock and Roll Hall of Fame." Okay, these are the waking references to this dream. Len told me about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and how I should go there. And as far as Windows Update is concerned, when I reformatted the Lappy, of course, there were a lot of Windows updates to do. And insanity, well, that's one of my fears. Going insane. I mean, I'm already a weird person, but what if I get worse? So there you go. "9:05 a.m. Breakfast in the Hampton Inn of Altoona. I didn't have a second nightmare when I got back to sleep. Instead, I dreamed I was snuggle sleeping with friends I knew, and they were all wanting it. Not in a sex way, but in the way a dog or a cat wants your attention. The lobby TV in the hotel lobby is on. It's tuned to Rachel. Pampered ladies and one effeminate man in a vest coon over things like quality and the simple life. I overhear a conversation, well, it was a one-sided conversation, it was really scolding, of a mother to her daughter. "You are not to ride with that seat laid down. We are going to have this discussion again. We are going to talk about this with your father." And now, this is all I can think about is what's going on here. A mother in a green baggy t-shirt is disciplining her daughter. The daughter is in trouble for reclining her car seat. Yeah, I mean, I understand where mom is coming from. In a crash, you won't be aligned with the airbag. But getting read the riot act over a hotel breakfast for an infraction committed, it had to be yesterday. What is this really about? Well, there's 3 kids at this table and 3 mom types. So the parenting is spread evenly, and none of the moms look overworked or exasperated. So that rules out the mom on her last straw, you're in trouble thing. So why is this girl in so much trouble? Why is mom disciplining her with big eyes? She's talking to her daughter like a TV evangelist reaches a climax over a reclined car seat. When you're a kid, you're in trouble all the time. Back on the TV, Rachel's audience is clapping and smiling and clapping and cheering, and the hosts are nodding, and Rachel has her hands on her hips, looking smug as shit. More clapping and smiling and cheering. Rachel says, "Anyway," and the audience laughs and claps some more. I go back to my room and get earplugs, because I travel with earplugs, because I can't ignore the world. That's one of my problems. I just lock into other people's conversations, and I have to think and try to develop a backstory and try to figure out where they're coming from. So I have to travel with earplugs so I can think and hear myself and not let other people's lives and their history and everything just flood into my head. I need earplugs. But I'm full of eggs and fruit and some kind of hot mess Hampton calls a bacon topper. It's a small bagel covered in melted cheese and bacon bits. 9:27 a.m. Gonna check out. Corey and Mike have to work today. Corey is a construction safety guy, and Mike is an optician at Sears Optical. So there's no one here in Altoona to hang out with, Greg style, or even B style. But in the spirit of night in the woods, I'm going to the mall. There's a mall across the street from this Hampton Inn. So I'm going to go in it and see what's in there. I'm going to check out the mall across the street. So go look to the video Mr. R Goes to Altoona and for that bit, and you'll be able to see all the other footage I took from this little vacation away from RCR called Mr. R Goes to Altoona. So thank you very much. New review next week, of course.